We also have with us Lieutenant Colonel James Carafano of the Heritage Foundation, retired U.S. Army. Welcome to you both. Fred, summarize for our viewers what a horrible, my sense, but please take it from here, what kind of deal this was for America as originally signed.
Well, it was a terrible deal that allowed Iran to continue weapons-related activities, since Iran was still allowed to enrich uranium with over 5,000 centrifuges. It would be given a heavy water reactor that would be a source of plutonium as nuclear weapons fuel. It was very weak. The inspectors were not allowed to inspect military facilities, and there was massive cheating. And Israel proved this in 2018 with thousands of documents it stole from Iran. And in this so-called deal we're hearing about right now, none of these things are going to be addressed. We're just going to go back in the deal and drop our sanctions on Iran.
Colonel Carafano, from people I respect, that's what I hear a lot. From people on the other side, I hear something else. Your sense of this, please.
Well, the original sin of the Iran deal was that it never actually addressed the two key issues. One, of course, was Iran's ability to build out infrastructure to become a nuclear power whenever it wanted. And the other was its destabilizing activities in the region, which were a threat to everyone. The deal never addressed Iranian behavior, and it never really impeded Iran's nuclear program. And when Obama originally sold the deal, they said, well, Iran will be a better actor in the region, which it demonstrably was not. It actually uses access to the rest of the world and to cash to fuel its surrogates and to actually advance its nuclear program. And then when it was very clear Iran was actually a worse actor in the region than they were before, they said, oh, but at least we stopped them from going nuclear. When their own intelligence said there was no evidence that Iran was getting ready to go nuclear, it's not operating on a conveyor belt. Iran will go nuclear when it thinks it's in its interest to become a declared nuclear power. So the problem with the Biden team of their impulse to go back to the deal is the core issues remain unaddressed. So they'll be faced with one of two situations here. They're not going to get a better deal. They're not going to get a promise for a better deal. So they're either be going back to a deal which we know doesn't address the real issues, or they'll wind up right where the Trump team was, which is they'll have to keep sanctions in place as part of an overall strategy to contain and limit Iran's influence in the region.
Thanks for watching the Heritage Foundation's YouTube channel. With more than 500,000 members, we are the nation's largest conservative research and education institution. We believe the principles and ideas of the American founding are worth conserving and renewing. Please help us further our mission by subscribing to this channel and sharing our videos with your family and friends.